Alrighty then, everybody. Today we are back with, as the title suggests, my top 5 beginner or all-around, my 5 favorite products to have for exterior detailing. Exterior being obviously the outside of the vehicle. Now, I've been detailing for we'll say 4 years, 3 years professionally. So I like to think I have an idea on what I'm talking about. And these are going to be my 5 kind of must-haves when if you're buying a new vehicle and you want to take care of it, or you're a new to you vehicle and you want to put in the love and care and have it looking great and things like that, but you don't quite know where to start. These are going to be 5 top picks for items that I recommend buying when you very first get started. Don't worry about all this. So, for our number 1, obviously we're going to go for a soap. This is, and all of these will be by this brand, Adams. I like Adams polishes. I think they make good stuff. Some people say they're a little pricey, but to each their own. A good quality soap. What do you need in a good quality soap? You need it to be pH neutral. That means when it dries in the sun, when it's rehydrated and things like that, it all just washes away. It doesn't streak really bad. It doesn't cause damage on the vehicle when it dries. Most of your even store brand bought soaps are geared towards things like this. Things like Armor All and Turtle Wax, I'm not sure if they're quite there yet, but those are kind of like low rung tiers. McGuire's, I know that Chemical Guys is in stores and stuff like that. Griot's, things like that. Those are all brands that are pretty much fairly safe when detailing. So, my number 1 pick is always start with a good soap. Number 2, while you're washing your car and things like that, you definitely want to be able to clean not just the paint. Everyone always thinks of that as the biggest part of the car, but my number 2 would be wheel cleaner. Now, wheel cleaner comes in a variety of options. You may have heard things like wheel acid if you're looking into cleaning your car and stuff like that. That's a very aggressive thing. Can cause damage and things like that. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're a beginner, I recommend kind of staying away from it. It's not that dangerous, but if you've never used it before, maybe look up a video on how to do it first. This type of wheel cleaner is not as aggressive as something like wheel acid that literally eats away iron and things like that, or rust, things like that. This is really good for removing things like brake dust and just overall cleaning and brightening your wheels. That's one thing that most people when they get started or when they think of detailing don't necessarily think about, is if maybe you and like your dad when you were a kid washed his car or whatever, you probably grabbed whatever soap, Dawn, whatever soap you had in the house, got a bucket, got some kind of cruddy sponge, washed it up, dried it off, and that was it. Probably never even thought of doing the wheels, maybe sprayed them off. But this will actually be quite a good game changer for the way your vehicle looks. Put these here. Now, when you're finished with washing the vehicle, you obviously want to be able to keep it looking good, or even make it look any better. Look even better. Sorry. That's where, if you're in a bind for time and things like that, I recommend a spray protectant. This is obviously spray wax. Now, the reason I like this is not every single time I wash my car do I want to take an hour or so taking care of it. On the weekends and stuff, maybe I have more time, things like that. Obviously, I want to do it. I want to really put in the effort and things like that and have it looking as good as possible. But on your weekdays and everything like that, maybe you don't have that much time. Maybe you're just washing when you get off work or something like that, and you just want it clean, but you don't want to take that long. You want to be done with your day. You just want to get your car washed, but you still want to add something to the exterior. A good spray wax. That'll give you a little bit of protection, make it look a little bit better, but it'll be quick and easy and things like that, which obviously some people would always say never take the easy way out and stuff like that. But sometimes you're tired and you just want your car to look good. Recommend that. Next, for the next step up, you obviously, maybe you wash your car, your wheels and everything, and you want something a little bit better than just spray wax. That's when we get into the thick liquid waxes. This stuff, buttery wax, is a liquid paste wax that gives you better protection than this guy, but it still lasts longer, looks better, things like that. It does take a minute. You have to have an applicator, apply it, remove it with another towel, things like that, and this is more if you have more time and things like that. I definitely recommend this. That product can always go on top of this. If you washed your car 1 week with this and it's still looking, the paint's reacting pretty good, you're still getting some good beading, but you just want to add a little bit more, but technically you shouldn't recommend, it's not recommended to wax your vehicle every single time. That's when spray wax comes into play. So every third or fourth wash, re-up the liquid wax, but in between washes, spray wax. And then finally, just to keep the outside of your vehicle looking in kind of a tip-top kind of presentation, this one's a really easy one. It's tire shine. A good quality tire shine. This is a product that doesn't make it look super crazy shiny. A lot of aerosol kind of tire shines give it just a almost fake looking shiny. It's like it's just wet black. Some people like that. Me, I prefer it to be a little bit cleaner, a little bit of a flat black kind of thing. Still have just a little bit of gloss, but not like it's shiny in the sun kind of thing. So this product has to be applied with an applicator. It has a spray variant, but it pretty much comes out of stream. Most of your store brand off-the-shelf kind of tire shines really don't have to worry about anything like that unless you get a product called Meguiar's Endurashine Gel, which is really good stuff. Otherwise, pretty much just spray it on there and you're good to go. Always recommend letting it dry, things like that. But yeah, so really simple. These are my top 5. These will keep the outside of your vehicle looking good for pretty much forever if you can keep stocked up on them. Is it going to be the tip-top best? No. The protection granted by the 2 waxes and stuff is good, but it's not the very best. But if I had to pick 5 products that I had to have for my car for the rest of forever and I wasn't going crazy like ceramics and things like that, these would be it. My wax would give me pretty good protection. Spray wax would keep that up for longer. Soap and wheel cleaner keep the outside of the car clean and looking good, and tire shine just to kind of top it all off. So every single one of these products can be bought at your local Walmart, Fred Meyer, Vons, whatever kind of grocery store you kind of have in your area. At least a variant. I recommend brands like Meguiar's, stuff like that. Not Armorall and Turtle Wax. Most people know those brands, but they're not great brands. So that rounds off my top 5 exterior detailing products. Again, there's a lot of extra things you can do. In fact, some honorable mentions if you wanted to remove one of the other ones. Something like this. This is pretty specific. You won't really find this stuff at your overall grocery store. Normally, this would just be supplemented by an aerosol kind of tire shine. It's called undercarriage spray. It's for your wheel wells. It keeps them looking nice and black. That's another thing that maybe people don't think about, but when it's done, it looks way better. So this stuff lasts a little bit longer than, say, tire shine. It's designed for your wheel wells, all the hard plastics and stuff, keeping it nice and black. And then one last one would be if your vehicle has a lot of dark plastics, things like that. Something like this. This is called VRT, vinyl, rubber, and trim gel, basically. Applied with an applicator or towel onto all your plastics and trim pieces, all your blacks and grays and things like that. It keeps them looking good. Essentially, it's kind of like shine in a bottle for plastics. It just keeps them looking bright and new and things like that. And that would be one thing that maybe if tires and stuff isn't that big of a deal, but your vehicle has a lot of plastics, plastic bumpers, A, B, C pillars, your wiper cowl, things like that. That stuff will keep them looking in tip-top condition between every wash and stuff. The only issue is things like this, VRT and tire shine stuff. They wash off really easily in water, rain, things like that, going through puddles. So that is a downside. The tire shine is pretty much an apply every single wash kind of thing. Same with VRT. Undercarriage you might be able to get away with. Wheel cleaner, car shampoo, pretty much using every single one of your washes. Spray wax and buttery wax. Remember, buttery wax every, we'll call it third or fourth wash, say once a month, and spray wax for every in-between wash. Does depend on how much you wash it. If you wash it every 3 days, you may need to apply buttery wax sooner, because even you washing it will wear down on the exterior. So hopefully this has been a good guide and idea of what products should be bought first and things like that. Good hint into the world of detailing, obviously. And you can see all these bottles and stuff over here, towels and things like that. And there is a lot to all this. But again, those are my top 5. If you have something else that you would recommend, maybe waterless wash or something like that, maybe that would be in your top 5, put it in the comments below. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.